My name's Gabe Zona. Read a little interesting article on Western Center for Journalism. Michigan Senate votes 37-0 to defeat Obama's National Defense Authorization Act. Anyway, I wrote a comment there, and what I wrote is that it wasn't Obama's National Defense Authorization Act. No, that bill was written, designed, presented, and to Obama by, guess who? By Senators Carl Levine. Now, where do you think Carl Levine's from? He's from Michigan. Yeah. You think maybe that's why he decided to pack it in after like 36 or 37 years, you know what I mean, at the public trough? And guess who else co-authored that? Well, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know. None other than lame brain Senator McCain. Yeah, Johnny McCain. Yeah. He co-authored it. Yeah. So, again, Obama recognized the incredible power that it would give him, so he was all over it. That's why he passed it and signed it into law. But people have got to understand that these two bozo senators that spent, what, a total of close to 60 years combined in the Senate, and they didn't understand the Constitution? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Do you have any idea how many other blunders these two bozos have made? Huh? I mean, this is nuts. Well, the good news is that Levine, he's packing her in, you know what I mean? He's moving on. He wants to get involved in some other enterprise within the government. They'll never leave because they like getting, you know, the dinero. They'll leave when they get carried out. Now, I'm hoping that McCain gets a clue, you know? And what this shows is that they really need to have classes on the Constitution, and they need to be tested. See, the problem is we don't test them. We assume that they know. And you know what happens when people assume, right? You know? And they do not know. This is a prime example of how clearly they do not understand the Constitution. You know, I've said this on a number of videos I made on this topic before. I got on the radio with McCain. KFYI, they love him. They're always inviting him on. But I got on the radio, and I got talking to McCain. Yeah, and he just shut me down. He said, you know what you're talking about. And then they disconnected me. Well, I sent copies of the judge's order, the federal judge, that said, guess what, it's unconstitutional. I sent it both to McCain, his office, or one of his offices, and I also sent it to the radio station. You know what? I never heard back from either one of them. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, it's unreal how dumb these folks really are. And I also said this, before they present a bill, what has to happen is every senator has to review the bill. And we, the taxpayers, have to know that they know what's in that bill. And you know how we determine if they know what's in the bill? We test them. And if they can't pass the test, guess what? They don't get to vote on the bill. The problem with the system, the way it works, is it doesn't work. And Senator Rand Paul made that very clear when he held up those 600 pages of the bill. Said he was given it in the morning, and he was told that sometime this afternoon, within the next half hour, he's going to have to vote on it. What he said, he says, we don't follow our own rules. No, none of them do. Wake up, America. The Senate is comprised of mainly a bunch of bozos. Even the new guys, you know? Even the new guys, like Marco Rubio, you think that he's a Republican? Well, if he's a Republican, why did he vote the way he did on these last 3 appointments? Why? I'll be doing a video on that shortly as well. Anyway, enjoy. And Carl Levine, thanks for your service. But who are you servicing other than yourself? Huh?